Welcome back. We're so excited. This is our second in our series and our great podcast, Behind the Green and Gold, brought to you by Leanne's Fine Jewelry, where we're bringing back former Arkansas Tech athletes. Now, notice I didn't say former athletes this time. I said former Arkansas Tech athletes because Gary Burton Jr. looks like he could still go right now.
I don't know about that.
So we are honored to have, and I'm not joking when I say this, we have an Arkansas celebrity with us today. Yeah. He's the face of the morning news. He's the news anchor. So we're going to get into a lot of stuff, but I just got to ask, do you get recognized in public a lot now?
I do, and it's still surreal. It really is, man. It's crazy. It's still something that I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
Sure.
You say celebrity. It's hard to...
Well, I mean, you really are an Arkansas celebrity.
It's hard to realize that.
Every day on the news. And we talked to Don Daly last time. You get noticed for good reasons. A lot of times he got noticed for bad reasons. That's right. That's a bad call.
Yes, sir.
So Behind the Green and Gold, and you know, and we have wanted to highlight our current athletes, and we had the idea this summer to bring back some guys that are doing great in life.
Yeah.
So it's such an honor to have you here today. Gary Burton Jr., let's just dive right into it.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
2015 graduate of Maumelle High School.
Yes, sir.
The Hornets.
The one and only.
So, and you're from Little Rock. Mm-hmm. But when I was doing a little reading, it's kind of weird because Little Rock's biggest city in Arkansas.
Yeah.
But you also had the pleasure and luxury of going to a high school in Maumelle High School that wasn't that big. Yeah. I think when you were there, about 1,000 from 9th to 12th. Was there about 250 in your graduating class?
Yeah, that's about right on the money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you had the luxury of being in a big city, but also being in a school that wasn't so huge. Yeah. And you really thrived there.
Thank you.
I mean, you did some great things.
Thank you, man.
All-state?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait, let's just clarify this too. Uh-oh. Not just in football. You were also all-state in basketball.
Done some research.
And you made it to the state championship in basketball.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, because McClellan High School.
Yeah, buddy.
82 to 73. Only a 9-point win, but that was in 2015? Yeah.
I didn't play in that game.
See? That's breaking news here.
I didn't play in that game.
He didn't play in the game, or it would have been a different outcome.
Dislocated my shoulder in the semis.
Wow.
Against Jacksonville.
See, we get the in-depth stuff here. That's why that McClellan won that game. But you also had an illustrious football career.
Thank you.
It was a fairly new program because of the consolidation and all that. Mm-hmm. All conference and all state, and made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then after high school's done, you realize, what was the point where you realized that I can play on the next level? When did that start for you?
Yeah. The journey to college ball was the dream when the reality came that the childhood dream of going pro was kind of out the window.
Yeah.
Reality sets in. And so I just knew that I wanted to play college ball because I wanted my school paid for.
Right.
I didn't want, my parents have done so much for me. I didn't want them to pay for my school. That was just kind of a mission.
Sure.
And I knew I wanted to play college ball, still wanted to play at the next level. And so that really is what drove that mission, wherever that may have been. My dad played at Arkansas State. I wanted to play there to follow in his footsteps.
Sure, absolutely.
Talent said otherwise, but I'm grateful for that. Arkansas Tech started to recruit. Different GAC schools started to recruit.
Yeah.
And Tech was the one that got my heart.
Well, and and we've asked this question. What was your first impression when you first came to Arkansas Tech?
Yeah.
When you rolled onto campus, had you done other visits at other places?
Absolutely. Visited Henderson, Hardin, SAU, Southern Nass, multiple schools in the GAC. But it was something about Tech that it felt like no stone was unflipped.
Yeah.
Whether that was the community of Russellville, going into the dorms, being able to communicate any time of the hour with coaches, but stepping on campus, it felt the same as the recruiting visit.
Oh, great! That's a great point you make there.
Yeah.
because a lot of times we used to call it putting on the dog back in the day, that you'll pull out all the stops.
Exactly.
And then when you get here, everything's different.
Yeah.
And you've probably seen that in every aspect of life. Yeah. But it's good to know. And what I tell everybody is it really feels like a family here. It really does.
Right there on the money.
And you sounded like you had your choice of any school in our conference.
Yeah.
So we're honored that you came here. What was that recruiting process like for you? Was it stressful to you?
It was. It was fun at first, just talking to coaches and knowing that, wow, like they want me.
Yeah.
They want me. It was fun at first, but when it got to the nitty gritty senior year and it's like, hey man, we need a decision. That's when things got stressful because you make relationships with these schools and with these coaches and coordinators, and to have to tell all of them except one no,
right?
That was scary. Fun story. I was Kyle Ship. He ended up coaching here, so I can tell it. But he was coaching at Monticello, and they were recruiting me. And I got a text from the DC there, and said, "Hey man, we need a decision." And I committed in class to Monticello just through text, and I told my dad. He was like, "Boy, no, you tell him no, right?" Because I just felt pressured, But it wasn't really pressure. They were just doing their jobs. But the recruiting process, it was one that I'll never forget because, like I said, it's that feeling of being wanted,
right?
And it's special.
And it's a lot of pressure for a 16, 17-year-old kid.
Facts.
Like you said, you're getting that text, and in your mind you're thinking, I don't want to let these guys down.
Yeah.
So that's totally relatable.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you get to Arkansas Tech. What was your moment in football? Right when you got here, what was your like? Oh, this is real. This is real.
I can laugh about it now. Years removed. You mentioned family. I got 4 other brothers that I still got a group message with. They're going to be groomsmen or bridesmaids in my wedding.
Yeah.
But we still joke about my welcome to college moment. First practice. Learning the playbook is difficult. Coming from high school to college, learning that playbook and you're on a time crunch. And it's about 4 or 5 plays that was day one install. And the job for a defensive end is to stay outside contain. And that's really the main job for a DM. Yeah. But it was one play in the install where we had a stunt where we went in.
Right.
Day one, just kind of confused on the names of all the calls, and boom, play one went good. Second play, I go inside. Burton! Burton! What are you doing? They teach you that in my mail. That's why. It's just Coach Corbin, all right? Now, next play, okay, I stay outside, and then the next play, they call a different play, and I'm like, this has to be the one where I go in.
Oh, no. Not back-to-back.
It got to be the one.
Not back-to-back.
So I'm just in my head as this freshman, and I go inside. Running back pop out. Touchdown. Defensive coordinator, now he's on me. Both of them. Burn. Stay your young A-word outside and just giving it to me. And I'm trying to block it out. Next play mentality. I'm trying to just get back into my stance. Man, they pull me up and they just give it to me. Even I got spit going in my helmet and I'm just, So that right there, stay your young expletive outside, right. Still live.
And it's in your head.
It's still there, man.
So when did the sport become serious for you?
All my life.
Because I'm sure you probably played other sports. Obviously, you played basketball.
Yeah. Sports have always been serious. Since Pops put a ball in my hand, 5 years old, basketball, 6 years old, football. Sports have always been, crying after every single loss and just the passion that you have. It's always been the way of life. If I had to dedicate sports to a percentage in my life, I would 40%. Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand that. Is like it's a sickness that you didn't want. Almost. It just gets inside you. And you can't sleep at night. Yeah. It's crazy. But my next question was, and I think you just answered it, who influenced you into sports?
Yes, sir. You just answered. My pops.
Yeah.
Greatest man I ever knew. Greatest man I will ever have known.
That's such a tribute.
Like I said, played ball in college, so that's the sports side of it.
Yeah.
But just I can guarantee you that even if my dad had enemies, those enemies respected him.
Yeah.
And,
that's great.
you know, that's how I was raised, and hopefully that's how people look at me. But, you know, growing up, it was always just be a good man.
Yeah.
You know, sports will come, whatever you do in life will come, but what's your character?
That's right.
And, yeah, Pops, that's who influenced me every step of the way.
When that you say that, one of the coolest parts about that is you also get to carry his name too.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Gary Burton Sr. Yes, sir.
Played 4 years for Coach Mike Buchan. Buchan
yes,
at Monmouth High School. Earned 3 letters as a defensive end for the Hornets. And here's one stat that I thought was awesome. You were named team captain for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Not just your senior year, but also your junior year. I mean, that says a lot about your leadership. Won 10 games and the 5A West Conference title in 2014. Selected all-conference and all-state as a senior. Also played 4 years of basketball to reach the 5A state championship, and gathered all-state honors for that too. Came up a little short there, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So, you said your dad influenced you, which is, I mean, you know, you're kind of preaching to the choir here. But and then when you talked about your first practice, such an eye-opening moment.
100%.
Did you ever have a moment where you're like, what am I doing? Why am I here?
No, but to an extent. This is different.
But I think also that goes back to the legacy they had before you. Because, you know, I can almost tell that every room you walk into, you felt like you belong there. And that's because of where you've been and what you've been through. Yeah. So, I mean, I totally get that. What was the turning point for you when you got to college?
As in?
Just as a whole, where you like, this is who I'm going to be.
Sure.
This is.
Well, the football side of it, the turning point, you know, you go through freshman year and not a great mindset, but you're not surprised about, in a sense, red shirting, right?
Yeah,
and then
super normal. Yeah.
Take that year, you know, don't beat yourself up on it. You still are enough. But the first away game of sophomore year, I didn't make the bus. And so that's when it hit me like, hey, man, ain't nothing given to you.
That's right.
Folks coming to take it, right? And I remember going home that weekend and talking to Dad and pleading the I don't think Coach liked me case.
Sure.
And he told me right then and there, he said, anything that you don't like that's happening in your life, it's your fault. Whenever you look in the mirror, whatever it is, it's your fault. You think if you were balling to the ability that you should have been and Coach don't like you, he's not going to take you because he don't know.
That's right.
You a stud.
That's right.
So it's your fault if you got more work to do.
That's right.
And from then on, everything in life, it's if I don't get the promotion, if I don't get the job, if I don't get X, Y, and Z, what am I not doing?
That's so good, because if you set a standard early of blaming everybody else for that's what you're going to do the rest of your life.
It's your fault.
And I've always heard the quote, life is 10% about what happens to you, and it's 90% how you react to it. Because the same stuff happens to everybody.
Yes, sir.
What sets us apart is our reaction to that. So, yeah. What would you, if you could clarify your favorite football memory as a Wonder Boy, what would that be?
See the smile on my face? We knocked off number 1. Junior year, SAU came to town.
Yeah.
First game of the season. They were projected to win the conference. And this is coming off a terrible sophomore year. We sucked.
Yeah.
Sophomore season. We had my redshirt freshman sophomore year, terrible. And then we're coming back, and you get this feeling in fall camp like we can be good.
Yeah.
And you also get this feeling,
yeah,
we got some work to do.
We're not going to be that good.
And I remember looking at my guy, we was having a conversation, KJ Reed, All-American linebacker for Tech. And I said, man, it's going to be crazy when we beat SAU.
Yeah.
Had a party that night.
Oh, yeah.
We knew if we won. And so just to be able to do that, which set the standard for that entire season, one game away from winning the conference championship.
Those are core memories. Too,
yeah, man. Never forget it.
Never get away from. So let's now transition. because I'm enamored by the path that you've taken. So your major at Tech was
broadcast journalism,
and you worked at the Tech TV station.
Yeah.
You immediately after graduation, did you do your internship at KARK?
So I interned summer of junior year, heading into senior.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was kind of got my feet wet, shook some hands.
Yeah.
Actually at KARK where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So I interned there, and same news director. So I guess he remembered me a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Is that when you headed to Jackson after
graduation?
Right after graduation.
Headed to Jackson. 4 months removed, and that's September.
What was the ultimate, like if you were setting back your senior year of college thinking, what is the dream job?
Yeah.
What's your dream job?
Okay. Dream job would be to work for a team,
Oh, cool.
Being the voice of a team, the Baltimore Ravens Nation.
We're going to talk about that. I got much to say about that.
That's the dream job. But I've learned throughout this career that this career in particular, it's about timing. Unless that spot open up in Dallas, unless that guy leaves, it's not open.
That's right.
So you don't beat yourself up on a location. Just continue to work, and if it's cliche, but let God work.
That's right. That's right. How long were you in Jackson?
2.5 years.
And then you got the call, come on home. Mm-hmm. How's that been?
First, it was scary.
Yeah.
It's TV in your home market, your hometown, and you mess up, all eyes on you at first. So you had all those thoughts about possibly reporting bad news on people
Right.
But it's been phenomenal. It's been amazing, and it's been surreal to be able to touch a bit of you.
Yeah.
As I'm touching me, I'm touching, and it's cliche. You hear a lot, this is home where I grew up. I see myself in you,
right.
The kids.
But you really do.
But you really do.
Yeah. And when you first come in, it's a grind. I mean, they're sending you out to cover Potato Fest and flat tire on the interstate or whatever. I mean, you just got to be ready to roll at all times, right?
Gotta go. Yes, sir.
And how long did you do that?
So I came back as a weekend anchor and a weekday reporter. So I report 3 days a week and anchor on the weekends. So I did that for 3 years and just got, in a sense, promoted to being the morning anchor for the station in September.
That's right. And we were talking a little bit about that. What time's that alarm go off every morning?
At 2 a.m., baby.
2
sharp.
2 a.m. I'd probably be in bed by 6 p.m. But so, and also, you also recently got the greatest job that you could ever have.
Come on.
With that baby girl.
Come on.
And I tell Sky this all the time, and it's not. That's got to be the prettiest baby girl I've ever. I mean, y'all should be proud.
God touched
she may
her.
be mean as can be, but she's pretty, so she's gonna get by with it.
Have you met her?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. She's something else.
Adorable. So, and you mentioned it, and what's funny is I talked to one KJ Reed, and he said there's only 2 stories that we could tell that are PG rated on the podcast.
Oh Lord!
So
those probably PG-13.
That's right. No, he's still salty about them Nike sweatpants.
This man did some digging.
He said freshman year, you borrowed his Nike sweatpants to go to a frat party.
Sophomore, KJ, get your facts right.
So that's right.
Get your facts straight.
We're gonna have to fact check all this thing. It's nice. He said nicest pair of Nike sweats he had.
They were nice.
They were nice.
They were.
They were. Weeks passed, and there's still no sign of the sweatpants.
Yeah.
And finally, when he confronted you about you took him to Ross to replace those sweatpants.
The greatest store in Russellville.
With the most basic and ugly and I'm quoting, the most basic and ugly sweatpants he could find to replace his brand new Nike sweatpants. And he said, and I quote, "I will never let him live this down."
Look. So KJ has a knack for egging things on, just in general. Man, I bought him 3 pair.
Oh, okay. See, now the facts are coming out, KJ.
I bought him 3 pair to replace the 1 Nike pair.
I mean, that's
Russellville doesn't have a Nike.
They don't.
So I wanted to give it to him right then and right there. So let's go to Ross. Pick him out, brother. I got you.
That's right. He's still salty about it. So,
that's funny.
You know, we talked about sports and life after sports. You still have to have a competitive outlet.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of, all golf, this, that, and the other. Yeah. A lot of times, I think, probably in your position, your competitive outlet is yourself.
Preach.
So, how was this show today versus yesterday's show? Mm-hmm. Do you find a lot of competition in that?
Absolutely, and I'm glad you said within myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I'm competing with.
Sure.
In a talent-based field,
100%,
is you and you.
Yeah.
And if you look at other people, and you hear, oh, Channel 7 over there, you got to beat them to.
Yeah.
I don't really keep doing your work. But I don't care what Channel 7 is doing.
You get caught up in that. You're just gonna,
Our viewers watch us. Thank you. 7 watches 7, 11 watches 11. And I'm glad at the end of the day that you are getting news that you trust.
Yeah.
But from our viewers and our sample viewers, I hope with the competition that I'm doing daily to be better at myself, that I'm showing you a product that you can be proud of in me.
Yeah, because I would feel like in your position, if you get caught up in trying to be like somebody else, you're just a cookie cutter. I mean, and it's probably hard in that because you have to have a certain level of the way you do things, but you also want to add in your own personality.
Absolutely.
And what I've seen is that you're really able to do that.
Man, I learned that interning.
Yeah.
My news director, they let us do, certain stories. Went out, I did one myself, and while I'm tracking, I'm sound, and the people of Little Rock. He stopped it like 5 seconds in. He said, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
He said, "Go redo it, and I want to see Gary. I want to hear Gary."
That's so good.
And that right there kind of gave me the confidence to, put your imprint on.
You can always tell when they have that news anchor voice on, and you do a great job.
That's a stereotype, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure they taught them that back in the day. This is how you have to sound. But I love the authenticity. What advice would you have for somebody going into your field that's at tech right now?
Just what we hit on. Be yourself. And I'll tell you, man, I get a lot of, DMs or texts, crediting being authentic, sounding the way I sound.
Yeah.
Doing some of the antics that I do on TV. And it's like, man, how you able to do that? And it's just being true to you. If you come in as someone else, that's who people are going to see you as.
And you have to be that way for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And so you're no longer yourself anymore.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You got to come in and establish who you are.
Yeah.
And don't be scared of being who you are because I may not get a job.
Yeah.
Because you want that boss to hire you for you. And if there is a boss it may be some bosses out there that look at Gary and my Instagram and my social and is like, ooh, he's a little bit too much. I'm not for that station.
That's right.
And that's fine.
That's right.
That's totally fine. Be yourself.
I love that. That's great advice. So how did tech prepare you think, for this level of your life right now?
Man, I've been in some rooms with some great people that have kind of walked this field. Our journalism department is amazing. Even this podcast is just a testament to that and just how it's continuing to try to grow. And so even when I was there years ago, that was still the mission. Miss Christie, the late great Anthony Caton, just putting us in position, the class that we were in with intro to broadcast and going out literally into the field, taking camera gear and all of that, and really just learning the ebbs and flow and taking me under my wing when they found out that I was serious about it. And I wanted to do this. That was special. And it just instilled a lot of confidence. So just to put one word on that, confidence, that you can go into this field.
And you're a testament to all those students that are in that right now. That I'm sure in the back of their mind they may be thinking, I'm at Arkansas Tech in Russellville. How far can I go with this? You can, and you're still young. I mean, there's a lot that's ahead of you.
Thank you.
I do want to say that my two favorite NFL teams are the Pittsburgh Steelers and whoever's playing the Baltimore Ravens. That's my two favorite.
We done here? Was that a bow on this?
I did see that. I had written that down because you're a Baltimore Ravens fan.
Yes, sir.
Although, greatest rivalry in the NFL right
yes,
now.
Indeed.
Yeah,
yes,
I
indeed.
look forward to this next season. We're going to have to make a small wager of some sort. You're going to have to wear a Steelers jersey on the air or something. I know you'd probably never do that. So, going back to Tech, what was your favorite class?
Favorite class, intro to broadcasting, where we went out into the field. But it was eye-opening because I did intern, like I said. I took that class senior year.
Oh, after your internship?
Yes. Yeah. And so we had a group of 3 where we would rotate each week. And interning is like, these reporters come in every day with a story.
Yeah.
And I just got to do one a week. So it's kind of easy, but it was a way to sit back and really like edit my craft.
Sure.
Talk to Christy. Was this okay? And then let's turn it in for a grade. But just to be able to really get that hands-on with that and really, really create this bond with the great Christy Keller. She's Christy Whitt now. That was special.
Yeah.
And sorry to keep rambling, but
no, you're not. You're good.
I mentioned confidence. I got to tell this story, but this was senior year, thinking about applying. It's like, how do I get into it? Like what, and she told me kind of the markets. It's 210 markets. Starts with New York, LA, Dallas, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'll start applying for like markets around like 150, 190, to just get in.
Yeah.
And she said, no, like you're like a 70 to 90 type of.
Yeah.
And Mississippi is 95.
Yeah.
And so just that confidence to be like, no, like I see something in you.
Right.
That was special, man.
Well, I mean, we can look back on our life and we could see people that are put there in the right spot. So going back to, we're talking about your college days. What was the pregame song that you bumped in your headphones? But wait, first, let me interrupt you and say this.
Uh-oh.
Every time we rode with Gary, he never played regular music.
Exactly.
Whatever we were listening to back then, Drake, etc. He wanted to play Johnny Taylor.
Come on.
An old blues singer.
Exactly.
Every time I got in the car, it was the same old songs from the same old people. And we were 19 years old.
This KJ?
Yeah.
Hey.
And he said this was a good one. The only switch up would be for some no-name Little Rock rapper that he was the only one who knew.
I didn't care. You want to ride with me?
That's right.
We're going to listen to what?
Hey, the driver controls the aux.
That's the thing, man. They were CDs.
So
the radio station in Russellville
did not play Johnny Taylor.
No. And so I had CDs.
Would that be what you would consider like your pregame? Would you even do the old blues and stuff like that?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I didn't get hype. If I got too hype.
That's right. I get that.
And it was something about the headphones in my ear. It seemed like if the music was hype in my ear, maybe superstitious, but I had a bad game.
I mean, I can see, honestly,
calm and mellow.
How that calm and mellow would be very beneficial to going out there and you just lock in. I like it.
I don't know what it was.
I think I'm going to go listen to some Johnny Taylor.
Do that, man. From Arkansas.
Who's your funniest teammate?
Justin Bailey. My best man. But just, I don't want to speak too highly of him, but just a clown, man. And to the point where he had coaches. I'm going to imitate Coach Bailey. Come here. Tell that one little joke. Tell that joke. Just an absolute freaking clown 24/7 to the point where it made coaches mad, but at the same time it made coaches laugh.
That's right.
It was that humor
guy.
that it's just like, I don't want to laugh at this guy because everybody's going to laugh. We got to be serious right now.
You know his mama was tired all the time.
Oh, my goodness.
All the time. Teachers, he sat in probably the front corner of every classroom.
The ones that he didn't get kicked out of.
That's right. That's right. So what do you hope people remember about that team?
That team, 2015 class, just, as a whole, we were glued together. And it seems as if, and I'll just go back to my recruiting visit. As I mentioned, walking on campus, it didn't seem like anything was different. And that goes back to the bond that we created as recruits.
Yeah.
We bounded together there. We had talks there, and we get here for fall camp, and it's still just kind of the same. And that's as everyone. Like we were really glued together, not crazy, but whether that was fun and whether that was camaraderie, just, outside of the field, off the field, we had some young guns that was playing, big time ball freshman year. And I wasn't one of those. Like I said, I missed the bus my sophomore year.
Yeah.
But we had some young guns, and we didn't let each other quit. Things were tough. I remember calling KJ. He had a tough spot, his sophomore year, where it's like, man, I was this guy. He dealt with that I was this guy in high school at Texas high school, and now, golly, I'm trying to fight as a spot. I'm just on special teams. He got special teams honors from the GAC his freshman year, but it's just like, I'm on special team. And hey, man, coach see you, X, Y, and Z, they calling me, hey, bro, you all right? You didn't make the bus.
That's right.
Not letting each other be too down on ourselves. We got time to work, man. We're going to get this thing. You're going to get your time.
Yeah.
It's going to show.
Well, there's something to be said about going from being the guy to being one of the guys.
Yeah.
Because everybody on your team was you in high school.
Exactly.
And if you don't have that core around you,
yeah,
and you touched on it, that brotherhood, shout out some of your teammates. You talked about KJ.
KJ Reed, Brian Allen, Christian Trammell, Justin Bailey, Jake Dean, Therese Hampton, Demetrius Ford, Bruce Livington, Lovis Hall.
There you go.
Seth Culp,
brothers,
Quay Rose,
yeah,
Q-Tip, Arsenio Favor. You can, man.
I mean, you can tell they're still close to his heart because they roll off his tongue. Brothers for life, and you throw in the alphas too. I mean, those guys were
absolutely
great group of guys. There it was. That's right.
They better still be doing some good stuff on this.
Oh,
campus.
they are.
Yes,
they
sir.
are. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, at homecoming, that's the best food you're going to eat. If you go come by them when they're doing their homecoming tailgate,
ain't no doubt about it.
I hang out over there. That's where I hang out. So, what's some things, and I want you to talk about from your athlete point of view, and also from right now in your career. What are some things that people don't see?
People don't see that there's, athletic wise, that this is treated like a job for student athletes.
Yeah.
Like, we go to school for free, absolutely. And it's supposed to be hard because we're getting paid in a sense to do it. But the grind of it to add on school and add on fraternal life or other responsibilities that you have for campus, it's tough.
Yeah.
It is, but it's rewarding. But a lot of people don't see that. They see jock.
Right.
They see athlete and what
but the
you have
hours
to
and
complain,
hours, not just the practice, the lifting, the film study, the looking at the playbook, all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot to it.
And it's a blessing to have this job.
Yeah.
It is.
But I mean, think about how that prepared you now.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, getting up at 2:00 every morning.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have discipline to do
Absolutely.
that. I mean, you can't just sleep through that alarm because then there'll be nobody on the news.
Man. Come on. Me and my co-anchor, actually last week, we both woke up late.
Oh, no.
And
Not on the same day.
Our producer got the same text, and it was like the same time. And it's like, who gonna get here? Just to answer, in life, though, outside of athletics, what people don't see in this field is just a lot of the behind the scenes. They see polish, but we still go to the same grocery stores.
That's right.
We fill up the gas the same way. We're still parents. We're still, and so, like you said, celebrity. It's like, man, I'm just like you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that is actually true.
But you're in everybody's home every morning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that probably brings a certain amount of responsibility too.
Absolutely.
You can't. If somebody cuts you off in traffic, you can't do what you want to do.
Exactly.
So
it's true,
man. I just love the fact that you're a class act, and some people can fake humility, and I can really sense that humbleness in you. And that's, I mean, it's a testament to your upbringing. We're so glad that you've been here with us. It's flown by, man. I think we could talk for another 30 minutes, but we always end every episode with the final 10. So I'm going to ask you these final 10 questions, and we once again want to thank Leanne's Fine Jewelry for being our sponsor for this podcast, Behind the Green and Gold. This has been an honor to have you here with us today.
Been an honor for me. Is this quick? Is this quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you want to expound on it. I mean,
all right.
There's no rules. I was thinking that we're doing this podcast, and one of us is a professional, and the other one is me. So you just do what you feel like's best. I mean, you can tell by
say that loosely.
Tell by the attire today. But he did just come straight from doing the news this morning. So that's pretty impressive. All right. What is one word that best describes you as an athlete?
Discipline.
I love it. What motivated you to work hard when no one was watching?
Not making the bus sophomore year. None's going to be given, man. And I didn't really want to feel that again. I mean,
and that could be an analogy for life for you. Yeah. Not making the bus.
Not making the bus. Yeah.
I like it. What part of the sport did you love the most?
That good old locker room, man.
That's it.
It's nothing like it.
So that's been the theme when we talk to every athlete and former athlete. That family that you make.
That's where the family is. That's home.
I mean, that's it.
All right.
That's awesome.
Go out and play for practice, games, right. But that's home.
That's right.
You know?
I love it. What is something about being a college athlete that people never fully see or understand? We touched on that a little bit, but
it's a job, man.
It's a job.
Clock in, or they'll weed you out. And I feel like it'll never get easier because it's shown that it can be done.
Yeah.
And so the coaches are like, I can't feel sorry for you. You know, it's been done by thousands.
We've had 1,000 guys do this before.
Yeah.
So
now you just add to the millions that quit.
That's great. What moment in your football career made you feel the most alive?
Ooh. First sack.
Oh, I bet.
First
college sack.
Yeah, that was special against Southeastern. Away game. Wasn't supposed to try.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
But one of our teammates, Jerry Henry, hope you're doing all right, brother. He had too many concussions.
Oh, man.
And had to sit out that week. And Burton, you up. Let's roll. And from then on, I don't think I ever missed the bus again.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That has to be a great feeling. What moment was the toughest to go through? And I already know what you're going to say. It's, man, don't miss the bus. Didn't make that bus.
Football-wise, but in life, it was Pops passing away right before first game of senior year.
Oh, wow.
And so, like you said, you've been through the bus situation, and now, you know, it's senior year. This is the year. All the marbles. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's put it on display. And for him not to be there, that was very, very challenging. But we made it through because of everything he's
well. I mean, I'm much older than you, so I can't imagine going through it as a senior in college. But nothing prepares you for that.
Never.
I mean, it's a heart-wrenching thing, and so you just have to find a way to keep moving on.
Yeah.
And you know what? It becomes your motivation.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think he gave you his name and he gave you his legacy, and not to be trite, but you are doing him proud.
Thank you, man. It always means a lot.
Who had the biggest impact on you at Arkansas Tech?
I'll say Riley Jackson. He's our defensive coordinator.
Yeah, Riley's now at the Citadel.
Yes. That man was as strict and as close to military as I'll ever experience. But that man, when he spoke life, and it didn't take many words, but you knew, and just to piggyback off the last question, the morning my dad passed, that Wednesday, that was our travel day to go to SAU for Thursday's game.
Yeah.
And it was travel day, so I had to let somebody know that I'm leaving. I got to go home. Man, I called Coach Jackson, and 6 minutes he had pulled. I was outside Vista. I'm just walking around, and he pulled up. I don't know even what. He didn't even get in the parking spot. Man, he hugged me for like 3 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Never will forget that hug. It was needed.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, Coach Jackson knows, and I'm sure KJ will say that. I'm sure a lot of our players will say Coach Jackson. No knock to any of our coaches, Coach Corbin, Coach Monica, XY, everyone. Sure. Thank you for everything. But that hug, it's engraved.
Life-changing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Needed it.
What is your lesson from your playing days that you still use today?
You can't quit.
That's right.
It's not an option. And surround yourself with people who won't let you quit, because it's not an option.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not.
If you go back and tell your younger self one thing before all of this journey started, what would it be?
Tech-wise?
Yeah.
Leave no stone unturned, man, because you will remember everything, and by remembering everything, you'll just start to think about everything, miss everything, and you don't want to regret anything. So leave no stone unturned, because years later, when all those memories start to going, you don't want to say woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, I love it.
And I got some woulda, coulda, shouldas out there. But
did a flood of memories come back when you drove onto campus today?
Absolutely. Yeah, I drove around before coming to Tucker. I did a video and sent to my boys, just showing them how the new campus is. That's awesome. With Ferguson right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is probably my favorite question of the whole podcast, and this is the one we end with, and it's this. Years from now, when people hear your name, friends, people you know, people you don't know, what do you want them to say about you, and what do you want them to remember?
Yeah. Gary Burton Jr. was a good dude, and it's just that simple. I don't care about not being in the history books on the field. I don't care about not being in the history books when it comes to academics or X, Y, and Z, or the greatest person you ever met, or anything like that. As long as I got your respect, as long as you can say, man, I remember Gary. That was a good brother.
That's a good dude.
That was a good dude right there at the end of the day.
Man, I concur. I agree totally. Thank you so much for being here.
Man, thank you. It's truly an honor, man.
Oh, it's my pleasure. We want you to check us out on all the streaming platforms. We're on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. The full video will run on Facebook. There'll be clips on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us. Thank you, Leanne's Fine Jewelry. Gary Burton Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
So glad to have you.
Never would have thought I would have been asked to come back to Tech to even speak at a class or, host the Tech speaks that I've been able to do.
And you absolutely killed it. Great job.
Thank you, man.
Thank
you so much.
And thank y'all.